Good Wednesday morning. It is the 26th of February, 2025. Going to be another nice day. We got really warm yesterday, up in the mid-60s, being in the 60s again today. So definitely a overperforming week in warmth. I think I mentioned that at some point if you were watching any of these videos, where this time of year the forecast may look like it's upper 50s, but we tend to overperform. It looks like now the forecast has gone into that mode. So we're warm today, highs up in the 60s, and tomorrow at least a chance of some showers as this front comes through, but this is not a strong chance of rain, and we are definitely in a drought. And as we get warmer, that drought becomes a little more of a concern because, obviously we're drying out things. So it's not good. So tomorrow, some showers around, nothing too much, but it's going to cool us down, of course, for the rest of the day and into Friday. But then we warm back up as we get these southerly winds here for Friday itself. We'll cool us down Thursday night into Friday morning. So we warm back up on Friday, and then we stay pretty warm on Saturday. Here's the front, though. A lot of wind in it, and tail off of this, the front off of this low that's pretty strong. So we'll get windy and chilly as we go into Sunday. Highs only in the 30s for Sunday after we are near 60 on Saturday. So that cold air is going to stick around and persist for a few days with some breezes at first. And then we have this little storm system here trying to butt up into the cold air that's at the surface. It just can't keep it together, really. So it gets shunted to the south, although we may get a few snowflakes from it. I don't know. This is a little bit suspicious, but if it's overnight, yeah. If there's any moisture around, maybe there would be some flurries on Tuesday, and then maybe some more rain. And then another front comes through with some strong southerly winds. It's got a follow-up low-pressure system, which if it was just a wee bit colder, could have been a little bit more interesting. So, yeah, I'm watching this because I'm not 100% convinced it's all rain. If it's going to snow, it'd have to be a little further east. This high is not in the worst position, but it's just really weak. So it can't really push the cold air down east of the mountains. So it looks like it's going to be a cold rain at this point. And it will move on out. But again, we need the rain. And so it's important. But then it brings in colder air for a bit, unfortunately, as we go later into March. So this is pretty far off, though. We're over a week away. We'll see if this comes true. But unfortunately, that is a cold shot for a few days. Of course, in time for the weekend. And then the cold tries to retreat. And that is some serious warmth there. Of course, we got cold air damming, so cold air east of the mountains. Who knows if that will come true or not? Not atypical this time of the year. Cold air damming is exceedingly common as you try to warm up in the spring. The cold air has a hard time getting squeezed out of the east part of the mountains. We'll have to see if that comes true, because of course it will keep us cooler. But if it can get eroded away, this looks warm. I would not be surprised if by around the 10th, 12th of March, we're looking for temperatures to pop up into the 70s for sure. A real good sense of spring. Even though we may have some cold incursions or intrusions and stuff after that, that would be like the real start of some really spring-like weather for a little bit. So here's the deal. Today, nice. Tomorrow, maybe some showers around. It's going to cool us off for about 24 hours. Won't be super cold on Friday, but it won't be as warm. And then on Saturday looks warm, but as front comes through with a lot of wind, that wind drops our temperatures back down into the 30s to around 40, so it's a chilly Sunday. And then we'll have to watch around Tuesday next week and maybe some mixed, snow and whatever. Nothing organized, super exciting or anything. And so it's not going to be as warm next week as it was this week. And then we'll have to watch that storm system later in the week to see if it can potentially do something more than just rain, but I'm not sure it will. And then that's, by next Friday. So after that, it depends on how fast we can get the warm weather in here, but we can really have a big warm up. And that's our outlook for the next week. Have a good Wednesday, sorry. It's been a long time with outlook.